Their reaction to tonight's debate. Frank.
Sean, we had a clear winner in Herman Cain. Let's find out who they thought came in second. Of all the candidates, who would be your second choice for tonight?
Rick Santorum.
How many of you say Rick Santorum? Okay, clearly came in second. Let's start with a word or phrase to describe what you heard from Rick Santorum.
Good traditional values.
I thought he was friendly before I came in, but I was impressed with his answers tonight.
He's my number one.
Concise answers, to the point.
He has the knowledge and the background to do a good job.
He has the right answers, but also just a real presence and a likability and a comfortable factor that I think will work well for him.
He was articulate on the issues, and he seemed to know the details about them. He also had a very good stage presence.
He lost me tonight. When he was asked, how do you beat Obama, basically he went back to how he won state elections, and he just missed the boat entirely when we got such major issues.
I think it was very important that he articulated that he could beat Democrats. We need someone that can beat a Democrat.
Yeah.
And you think Santorum's that guy?
I think he could be very well.
I'm a firm believer that Obama is a socialist, and he's the only one that brought up socialism.
Exactly.
I think he and Valenti both, they basically dodged questions all night long and did not. They gave political answers and not a concise answer as the other.
I'm going to take you up on that.
Okay, please.
And I'm going to get killed for doing this.
Oh, here we go.
How many of you believe Barack Obama is a socialist? Raise your hands.
Wants to be.
He has tendencies.
You believe that he's a socialist?
Yes.
Well, I got to do this. Why? And I emphasize, a lot of people are watching you tonight. Why is Barack Obama a socialist?
Ask Joe the plumber.
You guys agree with that? Go ahead.
Barack Obama really does believe that you need to take money from those people who have worked hard to earn it and give it to them. So the redistribution of wealth.
Keep taking money from us, increase taxes.
But that makes him a socialist?
Yes, because he wants government to control everything.
Okay, I want to stop. Hold on. I want to stop. Sean, there's a clip that Rick Santorum did particularly well on that I want viewers at home to watch. The red line, again, represents conservatives. The green line, less conservative. Here's where Rick Santorum really wowed our crowd in South Carolina. Let's take a look.
What Obamacare does for the first time, it creates a broad-based entitlement for every working American, not people on the margins of life, but it takes control of people's lives at a very, very important part, which is their health. And to me, it's a game changer, and it has to be stopped. It's the most important issue that faces this country right now. And we have to, as conservatives and Republicans, we have to stand up and say, no, we are not going to let this bill be implemented. We are not going to let government take control of our lives, be in a position where we are addicted to a drug of government for every working man and woman in this country. It must be stopped, and we should do it now.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
You all agree with that? Sean?
You know, Frank, one of the things I want to ask you, you're asking them if they think he's a socialist. $1.65 trillion in debt every single year, unprecedented numbers in American history, nationalizing the health care system, taking over banks, dictating pay. You know, that meets the dictionary definition, in my view, of what a socialist here is. And I guess one of the things I wanted to ask is, a lot of people have said with the killing of bin Laden that might impact this race in 2012. And I want to ask, is they've had 2.5 years of Barack Obama as president. They know his record. He's had, I think, a great success on Sunday. Do they think that'll impact the 2012 race?
Will the killing of Osama bin Laden, you're telling me no, it will not. Why not?
It's a flash in the pan.
Why is it a flash in the pan?
Well, because he didn't. If everything he had wanted to pass went through, we wouldn't have gotten it. We would have closed Gitmo, et cetera.
Look at the example of Bush the elder. Gulf War, he was very high. The economy, a year or so later, and he lost.
Robert?
Everything Obama wanted to do would have not gotten us to this point. So, I mean, how can anybody give him the credit other than he was the one behind it at the time, pulling the trigger?
So do you feel better right now about the Republican campaign based on what you saw tonight, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, overwhelmingly. Do you think that it is more likely that Republicans will win in 2012 based on what you saw tonight?
I hope so.
Yes?
I hope so.
Sean, obviously they wanted more candidates to be involved in the race, and they want to hear from the others. But tonight was a good night, at least for our South Carolina Republicans. So it's probably a good night for Republicans all across the country.
All right, thanks, Frank Luntz. And joining me now with his analysis of tonight's debate is